Hey everyone, this is Daniel Rondberg. I just want to welcome you to our recording of the 2025 Nation's First Financial Tax Strategy event. We have a whole slew of incredible speakers that are going to be covering everything that you need to know to form your own tax reduction strategy, and I hope you enjoy. You know, I invited a lot of different people to a tax event on a Saturday, and they looked at me like I was from another planet, and they're like, do I have to go to that? And I thought it'd be really cool if we could put this together and have everyone in one room with a lot of the people we do business with every day, so you could get a chance to meet everybody. Before we kick things off, I just have to say a special thank you to Amy in the back, if she can wave. She put this together, and Jeremy, my wife Jennifer over there, and my two girls, Cass and Spence. We have probably the best team we've ever had in place at Nation's First Financial right now, and I'm so proud to be a part of this team. If you haven't got a chance to meet Jeremy yet, Jeremy's been with us for almost 2 years now. And he's come on to add some additional services that I'm going to mention in a little bit that I'm really excited to kick off next year with. In the office, we have Franj, who a lot of you know. She's Randy's executive assistant. We have my father, Randy, who is not here today. He couldn't make it, but he said to tell you all hello and glad you could attend. And then we also have Kat, who's in our Mesa office. We have a pretty cool remote team, too. We have Jessica, and we have Marge, Eula, Angel, and Jelmira. This is all people that you might get emails from or that correspond on our behalf. And so we've really expanded a lot over the last few years, and we're really grateful to have everybody in place and be a part of the team. So let's talk about why we're here. So the reason why we put this event on is because a lot of people tell me all the time, I feel like I'm not getting enough out of my CPA or my accountant. I feel like I'm not taking advantage of taxes to the fullest. And so we thought it'd be really great if we could just get a lot of the people that we learn from in one room and share real strategies with you. So the hope for today is that you leave here with a relationship, an idea, something that you can take with you and put in place right away for next year so you can hopefully save on taxes is really the main goal of today. So that's what we're going to try to get out of today. Does anybody have anything they want to learn today? Like, is there anybody that just has an idea of something they came here specifically for or something you want to get? Melita? Okay, big, beautiful build. Jordan, I'm going to leave that up to you. Anybody else got anything like that you really want to make sure you get out of today so the speakers can hear so we can address those? Taxable income. I got you. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. Jen? That's a great question. Yeah, who has questions about crypto? Anybody curious about cryptocurrency? Yeah. It's a really exciting time with that, and we're going to touch on that a little bit here today too. So we'll go through crypto. Just a little housekeeping stuff. Everybody got a packet when they came in. On the first page here is just a welcome letter from us. So you guys have just a thank you for being here and kind of telling you a little bit about the event. Okay, behind that we have an agenda. So I'm going to do an introduction. Unfortunately, Mark couldn't be here. He had something come up with his flight last minute or something, so he wasn't able to make it. But first up, we're going to have, after me, Jordan Squires. He's a CPA that we do a lot of work with here locally. I'm going to bring him up in a second. And then we're going to take a little break just to kind of give everybody a chance to catch their breath and not get overwhelmed. And then we're going to bring up Dan Kaminsky from Foundation Launch. He's going to talk about foundations and the power of those and how you can use those effectively. And then we're going to bring up Karen Moon, who a lot of you know. And we're going to close with Kevin, who I actually don't see here yet, so hopefully be here soon. Next, we have just like a little note sheet for you guys to take notes on, anything you want to learn or write down. And then we also have a survey. So what we were hoping to do was have you guys just kind of rate the speakers so we can get feedback and figure out who would be good to invite back to another event or things like that going forward. So I think one of the things that I'm really proud of is the fact that we're able to do these kinds of things. I think this is what sets us apart when people ask, well, how are you guys different from JP Morgan or Schwab or Merrill Lynch? And it's this right here. You know, these events aren't profitable for us. And they're just it's an opportunity for us to be able to give back. And it's an opportunity for us to go a little bit further and figure out how we can really be here to support you. And I think this is really what gives you guys a difference in working with Nations First over, a large firm, because we do want to focus on these events. And we're going to prioritize these going forward in the future. So in case you don't know, my personal mission is to help people realize their purpose in retirement. And what that really means is for you to be able to show up as your most powerful self, your most abundant self, to be able to give and experience and enjoy life to the fullest. And so finances are a big part of that, and we have a great process to help you organize those to make sure that we're creating efficiencies. The three things that we focus on are maximizing income, reducing taxes, and reducing interest. So today we're going to focus on the taxes portion and how we can drive that down for you and help make sure we're taking advantage of all the new things that are available. So the vision I think that I want to share, and I did a video earlier this year, and I guess I must have mentioned that my dad was retiring, and now everybody that comes to the office is like, what are you still doing here? And it's become this like joke, and he's a little bit sensitive about it. So if you see him, make sure to mention that. But he's going to be here through the end of the year. My dad started this company in 2001. He brought Jennifer and I in to come take it over and help him and my mom retire. And so they're going to be transitioning into that at the end of this year, but he's still going to be around to help advise me. He's going to be working in the business and still available for the next 3 to 5 years. So as I look to the future, what I see is more events like this, more ways for us to give back, more ways for us to take time to connect with our community, and that's really our big priority going forward at Nations First. So let's see what else we want to go through. We have a little station in the back. Chris, can you say hi? This is Chris. He's videoing the event today. We have a little station back here to do testimonials on the break or when you get a second. If any of you would be kind enough to just take 30 seconds, 10 seconds, and just leave us a little testimonial, it means a lot to us. And we got gifts for everybody that goes and does one too, so those will be available for you as well. Let's talk about Jeremy for a second. So we brought Jeremy in a couple years ago. He's here to be an extension of me. He's part of our team. He's going to be here to answer questions in case I'm traveling or out of the office or in a meeting. He's going to be here to help service you, but also he's helping us to expand at the end of this year to start our own registered investment advisory firm. And that's a really big deal, especially on the tax side, because now we're going to be able to offer services at Nations First Financial that we weren't able to before. So, a lot of you know we have partnerships with LPL, Charles Schwab, Fidelity. Jeremy's going to be able to actually be a registered investment advisor through Charles Schwab, and that's going to help us to open up a whole new area that we haven't been able to explore in-house before. We've always had to refer it out. So that's going to kick off hopefully at the end of this year, and that's really a big, exciting transition for us that we'll be able to share. So that's exciting. We also signed an agreement last week where we now have access to a help desk that has 26 CFPs standing by. So if we ever have a question or we want to run some analysis and we want them to overlook that, we just send it to our back office, and we have 26 certified financial planners that are going to take a look and see if there's anything that we missed. And this is part of our commitment, right? We're always, I would say if I could describe us, we're pretty obsessed with our client experience. When we meet, we ask ourselves, if we were in your shoes, how would we want to be treated? And what we come back with is we want the most efficient service with the least amount of effort from the client as possible, with the most amount of communication, and to be treated like a top priority at all times. And that's what we spend every week talking about, how we can rise up and do that in a more meaningful way for you guys. So that's what we're going to be focused on and committed to over the next year and in the future. We have other ideas for cool events. If you guys would like to see anything, let us know and we'll make it happen because we're really here for you. So thank you for being here today as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much to our team and our clients and all the speakers that showed up to make today's event possible. I got so many people that connected with other individuals, and we're really excited to learn more. So if you have any questions or need anything, please feel free to reach out and we'll connect you with the professional that you want to speak with.